Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Thank God for another day to complain and crying. It's your host, Papa Stretch, Dad Chat TV. We outside, man. You're gonna see everything. You're gonna see people walking. I'm still in the same place. Just put the camera up a different way so I can stand up for this one, you know? Feeling a little more groovy. We got C-Town right here. Dad Chat TV. Say what up.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? See? I really just randomly put it on and randomly pull up. You see how life works? You know? Hat check. Forces Mets. Y'all never gonna catch me slipping. You know what I'm saying? It's another episode of Dad Chat TV, man. We on the countdown. We're gonna see when she go when I'm gonna be able to speak to these babies. You know what I'm saying, fellas? With this episode, I want to bring up something that I've seen online in the last month or so, which everybody else probably seen, which is the situation with Rampage Jackson and his son, Rajah Jackson. Now, they've been streaming, and for those who don't know, Rampage is a UFC fighter, retired. Him and his son has been streaming, I guess, as a new revenue or business for themselves. And his son was streaming at a wrestling event in which a friend of his wrestles for. And he goes there, long story short, one of the wrestlers hits him in the head with a can, not realizing this kid just had a concussion from practicing or whatever, fighting, which that's what he does. And fast forward, short story shorter, he goes to the wrestling match. He's supposed to come in for the entertainment, to get for like a get back, and he slams the guy and beats the guy down there half to death. They say, knocked out his teeth and all kinds of stuff, and you know how it goes. But what we're gonna talk about is, which we spoke about, when does a father come to a road in which, or point in a road, I should say, in which he might feel like he will have to pull back from his kids from so many various reasons, you know? I told y'all I've been feeling like that lately, and a lot of times to where it's like, I don't want to leave my kids, bro, so never get that twisted. But before I would be manipulated and used and mishandled and have to be dictated to deal with my kids in somebody else's way, like their mother, it's like I would rather just let you do what you do with them, and they come see me later type stuff, which is isn't the right answer. But I didn't start off as I need pointers or do this and do that and see the kid on every other day of his life type father, so there's no reason why I should have to play that role now. However, he has expressed how he isn't really dealing with his son as much, or he's speaking to him right now, kind of cut him off for a short period of time because he feels like he disgraced his name and things of that nature. And because his family's been getting threats due to it, which I understand. Not saying I agree or would do it. But honestly, I wouldn't. However, I can't understand that. And Dad Chat TV isn't always about the mothers. Also, this is, like I said, it's primarily about the father and his kid relationship. That's just one dynamic of it. You understand what I'm saying? And so we can express and figure out the wrongs, the rights, our true feelings of our kids from birth to whenever the good Lord brings us home. And to be able to express it and how we might think from time to time according to whatever moment or situation which might come upon a father, without being judged for it, or people canonizing you or saying you are a horrible father. Like I said, mothers get to express when they're stressed out, or sometimes when they dislike their kids, or this, that, and third, because of all these things the kids might put on all that, and it's okay, and it's understood, and it's not judged. The moment a father has something that doesn't just seem like gifts and money and love and all the time and support for no matter what, then he's a bad father, which is not fair. Because at the end of the day, mother, son, daughter, whatever, is all man-made titles. Facts of the matter. Okay? I couldn't 100% do it outside of any type of children murder or children essay harm or any of that nature, or my sons or my daughters taking someone's body or something of that nature. Those might be the only things that will make me ever cut my kids off 100%. God forbid my kid hurts someone in life. Will I stand behind my kid? Yes. If my kid is 1,000% wrong, is unprovoked or whatever, I will also do like Rampage did and speak up towards the victim and say, hey, we ain't doing no justifying, no doing like most people do, and no. My kid is wrong. My kid is wrong. We're gonna deal with the consequences. We'll pay for it, move accordingly, deal with whatever it is, whether it's jail, money, whatever it is. But we're never gonna bash the victim. I had a situation like this a year or so ago when baby and her friend, they were, you could say, semi-bullying this little girl, which they were all about 6 years old at the time, 6 and a half, whatever. The little girl was from Haiti, and she didn't speak much English. And my daughter expresses that the girl was bothering her sometimes, and this, that, and the third. And I don't know that to be true or not true. I can only go on what I seen. And they show us a camera. It has no audio, but it has the visual. You understand? And it shows my daughter and the little girl, which is her friend. Name is not important. We don't put kids' names on here, except for my own. But just by the actions, it shows like them two grouping up on her. Long story short. And that's gang activity. That's group activity. That's we're not playing that. Okay? I teach my kids to support and defend your friends and be like that because it's important as you get older in life. You're going to need these people, especially long-term friends. And I know what it is to support my friends and need to defend whatever it is. But it's only righteously. So my baby comes in the office and she tries to explain, and look, don't even come with it. I seen what I seen. It's enough I need to see. Said straight to the principal lady, or listen, our daughter's 1,000% wrong. How can we rectify the situation? How can we move forward? You can tell the little girl to come in, please, so my daughter can apologize to her. Whatever it is, if she did start it, whatever it is. I don't know. Once again, could have. That's not what the camera shows. So with that being said, I went in there as I'm supposed to. Because when my daughter is 1,000% right, I'm coming in there guns a-blazing. When she's wrong, I'm coming in there with no excuses, no justification, no it's my baby, no nothing. Yeah, she gonna be my baby after she get her behind whooped and punished for whatever it is she's done wrong. She's still gonna be a baby. That don't take from it. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And where else you can chop it up? So, for you guys out there, man, I know we all going through it. Whether it's our daughters, doing things, whether it's violence, drugs, gangs, being promiscuous, whatever it is. Same with our sons, the same thing. Nothing changed because of the gender. It's okay to have your feelings, and even however you want to be a father, wrong or right. It's okay to express it. Because nobody has the right to judge. We have the right to have an opinion, to have a comment if necessary, which most of the time it isn't. Comments and opinions are just like buttholes. Everybody got them, but don't mean it should be used. You know what I'm saying? Or shown to the world, however you want to do it. So we're here at Dad Chat TV, Papa Stretch. I want to create this outlet for us to be able to express, and nobody say, "Dang, what kind of father are you?" Because whatever moment you might be going through, kids still 100,000, kill someone, right? Whatever it is, kill your other kid, hurt your wife, or we see all kinds of things on TVs and shows. I can tell you what I will and won't do. What I will and won't do does not mean that I'm saying you are wrong for what you will and won't do as a father. Your limits are your limits. You understand? It's okay for us to express, even if cutting your kids off is the decision you make for whatever it is. I can tell you respectfully, I wouldn't do it without disrespecting your reason for doing it, especially when it comes to situations when things happen. You understand? So, if I knew Rampage, I would tell him, I understand your position, bro. I just probably couldn't have done it no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Might have to get some distance if that's what you're doing, but it's okay because women say it all the damn time. It's just feelings, which are temporary. So, with that being said, Dad Chat TV, I just wanted to come bring that and say, you know what? Like I said, it's okay to feel how you feel. You feel great about your kids, so be it. The kids certain things that's against your morals and your manhood and your standards. You also have the freedom and the right to not be demonized because you might not want to deal with your kids in that capacity. Like I said, mothers do it every day. How many times the kid go to jail 3,000 times and she tired? Mama don't do it. Nobody don't say, "Oh, mom, you gotta keep going and keep fighting for your kid." No, they're gonna tell mama, "Stop going up to that damn jail. This your son third bed. Leave that boy where he at." Not the father, right? He doesn't get that same thing, huh? Because most of us are still paying for all the men who did wrong, which is bull crap. So find other men, even if you don't come to this platform. I encourage group up with other like-minded men. Express how you feel about your children, good or bad or indifferent. Express what it is that you're personally going through. Like I said, a lot of people's stories are the same, and a lot of people's stories are different. You understand? So, Dad Chat TV, hashtag New York for president, hashtag stepfathers don't matter, her words not mine, Papa Stretch. Check me out another day and time. Might come back to y'all later, the way I'm feeling today. Love.